Alright guys, so today I'm gonna give a review on Gran Turismo 7. I don't usually do reviews, but the game is so awesome that I got to give it a review. I've got different categories. It's just gonna be a quick review. I'm not gonna take y'all too long. The categories I got is menu, the user interface, the different type of races, events that you can do, the cars, the physics, the graphics, and how the game is structured. Be safe, don't drink and drive, don't do nothing on a public road. You know, be smart about it, people. There's a lot of stupid people out here that like to do idiotic things in the middle of traffic. I don't have to say that, but I feel like I should say it because, you know, just if you're gonna do something, make sure nobody's coming, make sure you're in a big wide open space. With that being said, hell, we can start off with the graphics, okay? I was gonna start off with the physics, we can start off with the graphics. The graphics on Gran Turismo Sport, the graphics on Gran Turismo 7 is like 3 times the graphics on Gran Turismo Sport. The graphics is incredible. I'm a resolution guy, not a frame rate guy. I'm a ray tracing guy, not a frame rate guy. So I have my Gran Turismo 7 settings on ray trace, and it does a great job. Like everything reflects off everything. The panels reflect off the cars. The lighting reflects off the shrubbery, even the asphalt. The lighting will reflect off that. Just dynamic lighting. It adjusts to everything. It takes everything into account. The colors are there. It's all the right colors that you should be. It's dynamic weather. And the graphics are a 10 out of 10. I like how the game is structured, okay? And here's what I mean by that. Some people don't like to have to buy with real money the cars. That's where everybody differs. I am one of the people that like to buy real money for cars. And the reason that I like that is not because I like to get ripped off, but it's because I don't have time to sit there and earn and play the game that long. So if I want to get a certain car, I'll pay $4 for a car. I don't mind. That being said, for the other person who doesn't like paying real money for cars, the game is structured so that you can still you know, make a good amount of credits within the game and not have to pay any money. Also, Gran Turismo used to be a lot more restrictive. Like, you had to have a certain car to get in a certain race, and I like what they did this time. They basically made it on a performance point. So if your car meets the performance points and the country that the car was made, they'll let you in the race. It used to be your car had to meet the performance requirements. The country was made in, mid-engine, front engine, rear engine, certain model, and I would never do any of the races. And like now, I find myself doing more of the races because of the way the game's structured. The physics, we'll get to the physics now. Dynamic's the word, guys. Dynamic's the word. There'll be some events where it's raining in the morning, the track is slippery. It's raining lap 1. When you get to lap 8, the track is not dry, but it's not as wet as it was when you started, and you feel all this. So you'll feel the difference from when it was raining. You'll feel the difference when it started to dry up. I also feel the steering's more dynamic. If you're making a left turn, but halfway down your left turn, you got a slope. I feel in GT Sport, you wouldn't necessarily feel a difference. I mean, you may feel a slight difference in the slope, but I feel in this game, you feel a difference. Also feel like everything's more sensitive in this game. I was playing on the wheel here, and I feel like everything's more sensitive in this game. And that's probably a good thing, to have more attributes that you can adjust. It's never a bad thing to have more attributes you can adjust, except for the fact that it might get confusing to some people. But more attributes you can adjust versus less that you can adjust. I also like it's called counter steer assist. I like that one because it helps out with your counter steering if you're not used to it. Sense of speed, they did a lot for the sense of speed. They added like rumbles, and the camera will shake. There's definitely more stuff to do. There is more races with that anybody can enter. So it's like I said, it's not like previous Gran Turismos where you couldn't enter this race because you weren't this make or model. You can enter as long as your performance level is in the requirement. I like that a lot better. Sport mode is going to be just as good as GT Sport. I like that. I use the DD1 podium, and I'm here to tell you, it's not going to improve your driving. I'm not a very good racer, but I like the force feedback of it. A lot of people knock me for having the GT Omega wheel stand on a DD1 podium. I feel that it's a perfect combination because that wheel is so strong that it transfers down. Every little vibration, it transfers down, and I can feel it. Like, it almost feels like you're in the real car. And the quality of Fanatic and GT Omega. Also, I'm a road car guy. I don't really like sticker cars, or I do like Formula though. I love Formula. I don't really like, I think they're called GT cars, like sticker cars. And then the last thing I was going to address was the menus. The menus are great, guys. The menus are really great. It's so easy to get in and out of menus. And they're just creative. They have this new system where it's like menus at a restaurant. They want you to, it's almost like they want you to bring them a certain recipe of cars. It really celebrates car culture a lot. And I love all cars. And then the last thing I'm gonna touch on is cars that are not in the game. Okay, I love all the cars. All the cars. I'm not a YouTuber who's gonna be out here like, tell me what car y'all want in the game. And then as soon as the comments start pouring in, that YouTuber will start complaining that people are just commenting in that they want this car and that car. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But anyways, I like all cars. The more cars, the better. People are so finicky that they will like a convertible version over a coupe version. So it's never a bad thing to have more cars in the game. I love it. Y'all tell me what cars y'all want in the game. There's one YouTuber out here who will clickbait the video, be like, tell me what cars you want in the game. And then when people tell him what cars they want in the game, he starts complaining that everybody's complaining that their car's not in the game. I don't understand that. I don't know why he does that. But the more models of cars, the better. I'd like to see some cars they don't have in the game. Mclaren 720S. They do have a P1. Love the P1. I do want to see my own car. I have a Challenger. I love to do my driving on the wheel. I love to do, I'll call it stunting. I love to stunt on the wheel. I do not like to go out and drive my car recklessly. I like to do all my reckless driving on the wheel. On the video game world. It's not to say I won't ever go to a track and do some fun stuff, but I like to do all my reckless stuff on the video game world. Other cars they don't have. Let's see what other cars they don't have. Alright guys, so we're gonna do a quick gameplay. We're gonna do 3 cars here. We're gonna do, the first car we're gonna do is the Mclaren P1. And the second car we're gonna do is the Ferrari F430. And the third car we're going to do is the Dodge Viper SRT10 2006. Don't drive drunk. Can't afford that shit. It's just stupid anyways. Do all your reckless driving. Do it on a video game. Don't do it on the main road in traffic. Don't. Or go to a track. Go to a track if you're gonna be wild. I admit it. Sometimes I'm a little wild. Sometimes I like to stunt. Alright guys, so first car, Mclaren P1. Now remember what I said, everything is a lot more dynamic and a lot more sensitive. If you're making a left turn and you got a slope, you're going to feel that slope. If you're making a left turn and it's raining, you're going to feel the hydroplaning. If you're making, if you're on the straightaway, and it's just a lot more dynamic and it's a lot more realistic. I have not yet found the settings that I like, but I do think that the more settings you have, the better, because the more you can adjust, the better, even if it is a little more confusing sometimes. So let's go ahead and get into this. All right, there we go. going to do is the Ferrari F430. Graphics on this game, guys. The graphics are just so good, guys. That's a good slide. So we'll take one more lap. We'll finish this lap. See if we can drift it here. Alright, we couldn't get it there. Everybody who plays Gran Turismo knows that this little piece right here used to be a huge jump. Car is a little easier to handle, so we get a tunnel drift here. There we go, guys, and let's see if we can get yeah, look at those graphics, guys. All right. Right around this turn. This turn up here. Let's see if we can get a drift. There it is. So this car feels very good as well. This car feels easier than the McLaren. The McLaren is touchy. This car is not as touchy. feels so realistic, guys. Alright, let's see if we can slide this one. There it is, guys. Dodge Viper 2003 SRT10. Car handles so differently from each other one. Almost lost that one there, guys. All right, let's see if we can get a slide around here. This was at one point my favorite car. Responsive, guys. Oh! Alright, we did not mean to do that, guys. It is so responsive. Let's see if we can get it here. So let me say this about the physics. The moment that you start to feel your back end kick out, you have to apply counter steer. It's that responsive. Now let's see if we can get a slide around here. And here we go. To the left turn here, we're gonna get a slide around here, alright? Let's get it. There it is, guys. And there it is, guys. Let's see if we can slide this one